What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all safe. So, let's talk about the last episode of Wandavision. And as always, if you didn't watch it and you just want to give me the view, click off and go and watch it, right? So, I personally give this let's say, a scale out of 1 out of 10. I give it an 8. I liked it. I enjoyed it. But, I feel like it was a bit too slow. I don't like the first two episodes were kind of slow, and then it picks up like crazy, and we're all like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and then it calms back down again. I'm just like, can we just keep going crazy? Can we just keep the foot on the gas and keep it going? But I did enjoy it. It did answer a lot of our questions. It did answer a lot of our theories that we were predicting, and a lot of us were wrong. I was personally wrong, sadly. I wish my prediction was true, but let's begin. So we start off the episode with a Malcolm in the Middle, early 2000s vibe, right? And personally, I loved it. I was hoping that was like the next theme that we were gonna go to because I don't know about you guys, but not too many people actually saw Malcolm in the Middle. So how do I say this? I loved Malcolm in the Middle, and I know there's people who have, but if there's a group of shows that you could pick from the early 2000s, not too many people would pick Malcolm in the Middle. But happily, they really shaped that episode with Malcolm in the Middle. Like we could talk about how um, um, I forget the kids' names, but one of the kids were talking and they did like a mean close up, or if you want to talk about the intro, it was very Malcolm in the Middle. So I like that. I thought that they were gonna probably do like a different show, but then kind of give like a hint towards Malcolm in the Middle. But hey, I enjoy that part. Let's keep going. Right, we finally get to see a little backstory of Quicksilver. How do I say it? I like that part, and I'll go deeper into it. But I'm just like reading off the points that I made. There was a lot more points that I've pointed out on this episode. So we get to see the backstory of Quicksilver on like how he's there, right? We see Tyler. I think his last name is Hurd or Howard, the guy who's in charge of Shield, right? We see him and Wanda kind of spiral because, as you could tell, like it's just getting worse for them, right? So, and for some reason, he gives me that vibe that he just hates heroes. And I'm just like, bro, they saved the Earth. Don't get me wrong, the whole 5 year the Thanos thing really sucked, but they still came back to save the day, and they've been saving the day, right? We find out that Monica's DNA is all jacked up, right? And they said it. If you go back in, you might mutate into something that's more of a hint towards her getting her powers. And I hope that she goes back in. And I feel like she's gonna go back in because she finds out that Darcy is there, and because it's only gonna be Monica and Jimmy, and she's probably gonna feel like, hey, I need to go save her. We can't do this without her because they're all on the same team. And even though yes, they're all working for the same people, Shield, but they're on the same team because this part of Shield is trying to take down Wanda. They kind of look at her like the bad guy, right? So, um, oh, another thing that I want to point out is there's a big chance that Tyler wanted to weaponize Vision, or at least grab some sort of technology from him, like break him down and like understand it so they could like weaponize more things. I feel like that's why he's kind of like upset because like they took not their property but like their future investments, and now he's kind of like, yo, like I'm gonna need that back because I'm trying to make like 10,000 guns out of Vision, so let's do this. Okay, let's keep going. Now we know that there's now 3,000 people in this town. Mind you, we started off with it just being what, like 5 people who were on screen at least. We started off with Wanda, Vision, um, Agnes. the um, the boss and the wife and the guy. I forgot the other guy's name. Uh, he works right next to Vision, him, right? So that's like 7 people. I got a burp, man. It's not coming out. I just ate like 4 chocolates, and I don't think it went down well. So we now know that there's a lot more people. That right there basically answered Vision's question because Vision was saying, "Oh, but why don't I see more people? Why don't I see kids? Blah 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 blah." So now, as time goes on, she's still writing the script. She's still making things happen because now Vision is questioning things and he's confused. He's just like, "Wait a minute, this don't make sense." So now she's kind of like writing in the like plot holes and stuff like that. We're starting to see that. The one thing that I liked about this episode was the Kick Ass reference. If you've never watched Kick Ass, go watch it. I don't know where to see it. I've watched part one and part two multiple times. It was awesome. Um, yeah, I heard that. That scared the shit out of me. Not going front. I think they're still working on the side of my house. I'm not even too sure. But yo, I just took a shower and my head looking crazy. So if you haven't watched Kick Ass, go watch Kick Ass. And the reason why they do that reference is because the Quicksilver we see now and the first Quicksilver that we saw in the Age of Ultron, basically those two guys were the main characters of Kick Ass. So I feel like that was actually pretty cool, and I was hoping that they would do that too, maybe once or twice. Who knows? So as the episode goes on, we see Wanda actually questioning Quicksilver because we all know that she really didn't do that. And then he comes out to say, "Hey, look, all I remember was I got shot, and then I heard you calling, and I had to come." So what what I'm personally thinking, well, no, what that part right there did, that said, "Hey, he's not from the X-Men timeline." So that theory, right down the toilet, which I'm kind of sad about, just because that would have been cool. That would have been really cool to see how they could have like mixed and matched and like recasted or kept the same characters and the original actors. We could have done a lot with that, but I'm not in charge. It's not me, my friends. So let's keep going, right? Okay, I talk about Quicksilver, and he says you're trying to repress your memories. You're trying to forget these things, and I feel like in the grand scheme of it, like the whole full picture, I feel like she is in control, but I feel like it was more like a panic attack, like a blackout kind of thing, like a rage moment where like you just black out, you have tunnel vision, you do what needs to be done, and you don't know what the hell just happened. I feel like that's what's going on now because she's in control. She's like controlling these people, but in this episode and in the last I think too, like she kind of says yes, like I'm in control, but there's some things that I just didn't do. So she's most likely in control. In my views, I think there's somebody else, but hey, that's just me, right? So through the episode, we see this is like a holiday special, the Halloween, and then the uncle comes in, surprise visits. He's taking care of the kids, which is cool. And we see the kids start to use their powers. One of them has super speed, and one of them has Wanda's powers. I don't even know what to consider Wanda's powers because she's a witch, but like, what would that power be called? If somebody knows, just please comment down below. We see that, which is cool, and let's keep going, right? Oh, one thing that I find kind of sus. Let me drink my water real quick. Don't forget to drink your water. One thing that I find sus is that Herb, he was in this episode, right? He was gone for a while, I think, but he's now on board. Like, he spoke to Wanda and said, "Hey, do you need to fix anything?" He knows she's in control, and Like I said in the past, I think Agnes is on Wanda's side, but I think she's playing both sides. And this episode kind of pushed me towards that thinking, like that position, just because the Herb situation where he's now like, hey, you need to change anything? Like, I know what's going on. You could just bibbidi bobbidi boop and do what you got to do. But let's fast forward because these 2 points are separated. Basically, what happens is Wanda is in the town having a good time. Vision's a liar. Dude told Wanda, said, "Hey babe, look, I'm gonna be out on patrol, neighborhood watch," and then Herb snitches and says, "Yo, he's actually not doing this right now." So that's where we get the whole, "Hey, do you need to fix things?" Right? But then we see Vision. He's kind of going out on his own, trying to see what's really going on, and we see what the hex, right? Because that's what um, what's her name? Darcy calls it the hex because it's shaped like a hexagon. We see that the farther you are from Wanda, oh, that scared me. The farther you are from Wanda and like the center of the town, you're not doing much. Like, how do I say this? So, if you watch the episode, like all the people who are really far are kind of like zombies. Like they're just there, just like this. While if you get closer and closer, people are doing things, talking, having a good time, blah blah blah. So we see Vision go to Agnes, and he does that thing. I don't know what to call it. If you guys know what you want to call it, you guys let me know. I'm just saying like a snap because he kind of snaps them back into reality, right? And she's just like, wait a minute, who are you? No, wait a minute, you're dead. Am I dead? I feel like that part right there, and I might be wrong about this, I think that's just her playing both sides. And I'm saying that character we see as Agnes is not the comic book Agatha the Harp, right? I feel like somebody from the outside is controlling that person. Hey, I don't know about you guys. You let me know what you think, what's happening. That's what I think about that character. I think she's playing both sides because I don't think she wants this bubble to expand, but then she doesn't want Wanda to go crazy and all this, but she wants Vision to kind of like snap into it, start knowing things, start questioning a lot of things, so this bubble could just stop and things could get back to normal. That's my end game view of Agnes, right? Um, what else was important, right? And as we see, Vision says, "Let me try to escape this bubble." He knows it's a bubble. He tries to go through, and I don't know if I said this last video, but I don't think he could survive outside of the bubble. And as we could tell, he got like what, like 4 steps, 5 steps, and he started to go back to normal. And that normal is him being dead. So I think that he's gonna try to leave again. I don't know about you guys, but I think he's gonna try to leave again, and he's gonna try to get some sort of help. Something's gonna happen. He's gonna try again. That's all I'm gonna personally say. He tries to escape. Tommy, which is the kid with Scarlet Witch's powers, he basically says, "Yo, mom, something's going on with dad," and then she goes and does the unthinkable, and she expands the bubble. I didn't see that part coming. I personally thought it was just gonna stay like that, but the power, the cosmic clouds, whatever you want to call it, I felt like that was going to cause more things on the outside. I didn't think she was going to purposely just say, "Let me expand this," right? So we see that, and then we see Darcy get sucked in. And this part I like because I think this is when Monica is going to say, "Hey, we need her. I need to go back in. I need to go back in," and boom, she's going to change. She's going to have powers. Who knows if Monica fights Wanda, but like by mistake because she's gonna probably figure it out in the bubble and then say, "Okay, if Wanda doesn't want me here, we could fight it out." And another thing that I liked, I'm backtracking now, was we see the person who's helping Monica. We are gonna most likely see him next episode, him or her, because that person's now there, from what I remember. So that's gonna be a big thing. I'm really liking this. I didn't expect the whole bubble expanding thing. I didn't expect Darcy to get sucked in because who knows if she might end up getting powers. I don't think she is because, well, she's gonna need to go out again and then come back in, and then she'll maybe have powers. But I don't think it's gonna get to that. I only think it's gonna be Monica. What do you guys gonna? What do you guys think is gonna happen for the next and remaining episodes? Do you think Doctor Strange is gonna pull up? Do you think it's gonna be Vic Von Doom, Reed Richards, or somebody else, or just some random ass person? Even though it can't be no random ass person because they've been building it up, right? Like if you really notice it, they've been building that part up. Oh yeah, I got a friend, and then we wait to the next episode. Oh yeah, he's here, but we're not gonna see him. Like, what do you guys think is gonna happen? Do you think it's gonna end how we all think is gonna end? Do we think that the kids are gonna survive and Vision's just gonna go back to being dead? What's gonna happen with Quicksilver? Are we gonna see him from now on? Because they kind of mentioned it like this is like the holiday special. The uncle comes in to visit, blah blah blah. Do you think this is the last of Quicksilver? What do you guys think is gonna happen? Let me know in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share. Much love. I'll see you next week. And before I let you guys go, they announced that each episode from now on, because I think there's only what, like 4 or 3. I think it's only going to be like, no, it's going to be an hour long now. I personally, I don't know about you guys, I wish it would have been 1 hour per episode like how they do with The Mandalorian, because that gives us more. But hey, that's just me. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, share. Is there more to say? Is there more theories in my head? Give me a second. Before I let you guys go, let's go back to the theory of Quicksilver, right? Like how we all thought he's probably from that timeline. So he's kind of like a, what's the word? Like a, who rang my doorbell? Like a golem? I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's just like, yes, that's Quicksilver. Yes, that's Vision, but like that's like in her mind. Vision's gonna be dead. Quicksilver's gonna be dead. And to be honest, I don't know about the kids. That's kind of like scaring me, but we'll talk about it next episode because I think the things that are going on in my head are more for next episode. But once again, hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys will comment, like, share. Love you guys. Be safe.